And ladies and gentlemen, everyone and all, welcome to the 14th ever Sweet 16 tournament. Joe Clunk here on the action, and this is our appetizer match, and believe you me, this has got some grudge implications going on here as Beefcake with two hopefuls in Mike LaFleur and Michael Pitaro going up against Hero Napier, Snakebite, and the returning former EWA Maryland champion Johnny Malloy. And it was at Rage in the Cage where Beefcake was turned on by his ELOE members. That wasn't caught on camera, but it happened after the match. Hero believes that it was Beefcake's fault that they lost the match. He did take the pinfall loss, but there were some circumstances leading up to that, but I digress. And Johnny Malloy making the mistake that many people do first off, and that is discounting Beefcake because of his attire. And believe you me, he is one of the biggest and strongest competitors on the EWA roster, but Johnny Malloy getting out of it the old-fashioned way with a stomp to the toes. Johnny Malloy now with a waist lock. Beefcake showing that impressive power, powering out of it and going back to the abdominal stretch. He definitely has the leverage and height to make that move work for him. Malloy Charlie horsing that leg, getting out of it, and got a version of his own. Gorilla Monsoon would probably chide him for not having that leg hooked inverted to the leg. And this is I was going to say it's a duel of abdominal stretches. Beefcake. You got to think Beefcake's going to be very vicious getting into this match. And tag into Mike Pitaro, who's been in a few of our battle royals, as has been Mike LaFleur. Whip into the ropes. Big double clothesline. There's a cover. And Hero Napier coming in trying to break up the pin, really didn't need to. Malloy staggered now, and Mike Pitaro getting him up. That's about 270 or 275 up in the air. Only a 2. Pitaro and LaFleur. Clothesline out of the corner. And Malloy rolls to his corner looking for a tag. Tags in Hero Napier. The modern day Frankenstein. Who dances with the devil in the pale moonlight? That's Hero Napier. And Mike LaFleur tags in. And if you didn't know by now, Mike LaFleur likes the old training methods, as it were, the 1900s, 1910s type training methods, and likes to get into a bit of fisticuffs. He also likes to use the word fisticuffs, as do I. Oh, got him! Waistlock, atomic drop. Got him again, the front side this time. But if you see how Hero Napier is adorned, he comes to the ring with all those implements in his face and his head. I don't know if a pair of atomic drops is going to phase it. Beefcake now trying to break up the situation. Beefcake wanted the ELOE all by himself, But EWA officials said that you have to have 2 partners to make this a trios match. And looking to get in on the action were the newcomers, LaFleur and Pitaro. Hence why they're in this big appetizer matchup. Snakebite seeing her first action in the ring, and a side Russian leg sweep. And Snakebite with slightly more experience than LaFleur, so she's going to be able to handle herself, I would say, pretty well against someone who has only had a handful of matches. Working on that knee joint now is Snakebite. And trying to tie up the legs now, maybe go for some sort of Indian deathlock, perhaps? It's a version of an Indian deathlock. And managing to stay in her corner. And Johnny Malloy back in. Malloy, 14-year veteran, former EWA Maryland champion, a chaos agent in his own right, and Hero Napier jumping Pitaro, and you know, this is a genius game plan by the Evil League of Evil from the Department of Redundancy Department. They know Beefcake is angry. They know that he's susceptible to mistakes. So take him out of the game. Take him mentally out of the game. Take his partners physically out of the game, and you may have yourself a victory. Hero Napier tagging back in. Malloy fitting right in with this menagerie of nefarious, violent offenders. If you saw Rage in the Cage and if you saw the Games of War match, check that out on EWAvideo.com. I never thought I would hear myself say the phrase bed full of forks, but I did. A plywood bed of forks. If that doesn't pique your interest, I don't know what will. Sending you over to EWAvideo.com. Hero Napier playing it smart. It doesn't want to engage, but it will strike when the time is right. Caught the inexperienced Pitaro off guard and jumped him, left him lying on the mat. Malloy now picking up Pitaro. Malloy, since his respite from the EWA, he's teamed with Dirk Moore as part of Dirty Deeds at the New York Wrestling Connection. So he has been keeping a very busy schedule. Commissioner Mikey Dean to my right here is just shrugging at the ref's inability to control some of the aspects of this match. Not that I really say I blame him, but when it comes to the Evil League of Evil, would you expect anything less? Double clothesline puts both men down. Crowd urging Pitaro on to make the tag as Beefcake, all, I'd say about 6'5", 6'6" of them, maybe 6'9" with the horns, I'm not sure. Beefcake makes the hot tag. Down goes Malloy, whose beard is probably 3 feet in its own right. Beefcake now got this crowd behind him. Oh, hoist him up, trying to get him up for that gory special. And Snakebite now running traffic. And once again, the inexperienced partners getting taken down and taken care of. Thus, by cutting the ring off, LaFleur tags in, and Hero Napier in now. And I think a Donnybrook's about to ensue. Oh, but no, it turns out to be a choke by Hero Napier, setting him up for Snakebite, who gets the DDT and drops LaFleur right on top of the crown of his head. Pitaro gets knocked down. The EWA, I wouldn't say they've been having an easy time with this, but they certainly have been exploiting the inexperience and a standing DVD, and I think that's going to be it.
And the winners of the appetizer match, the team of Hero Napier, Snakebite, and the big villain, Johnny Malloy.
So the result is 1 for DLOE, and I have to think if Beefcake is going to go back into battle with these three degenerates, he's going to need some more soldiers to fight his battles. Might be a long road to hoe for him.